the food delivery space is on focus radar, and the recent announcements from Eternal and Swiggy, while they increase their platform fees, and at the same time, we also do see brokerage positive reports. Now, Snehi, just before the festive season, increasing the platform fees, and now the positive brokerage reports are doing really good for the space.
So, both positive triggers like you mentioned, Mansi, but the news today is the GST 18% that we have seen coming in on food delivery services. Now the GST Council has clarified that this is going to be a new norm for food delivery services, and to be very precise, its supply of local delivery services through electronic commerce operator, which is e-commerce operators, is now going to be taxed under that 18% GST bracket. Now, why does this change life and everyday operations for someone like a Zomato or a Swiggy? Is earlier Zomato used to pay 5% tax on their food delivery, but they did not pay anything on their delivery services because the ideology or what they believed was that the onus to do so was on the e-commerce delivery provider. In this case, their delivery person or the person who owned the vehicle on which the delivery was happening, like a two-wheeler. Similar was the case for Uber, Ola, and why Zepto is largely unaffected by this is because Zepto has always been paying that 18%, understanding that the onus lies on the company and not on the gig worker or the delivery person. So while Eternal and Swiggy followed this 5% model, you always had Zepto that was following the 18% model. Now, what happens, what changes for these companies, and what exactly is the provisioning when it comes to this 18% tax? What is the final incidence and who stands to pay it at the end of the day? To understand that and much more, let's connect with Mr. Bipin Sapra, the leader in direct tax policy at EY India. And Mr. Sapra, hi, good to be chatting with you. And just that, right, sir, help us understand what this entire 18% GST now means for companies like Zomato, Swiggy. How does everyday operation change for them, and who at the end bears the brunt of this 18%?
So I'll ask the last question first.
Okay.
The brunt always borne by the customer. It's you and me who order food from the apps would be bearing the brunt, unless and until obviously the price changes or the price of the delivery services gets included, has a GST included in it. But coming back to what this issue is all about, what you have to realize is that GST is paid by Zomato and Swiggy-like operators, the e-commerce operators, in case of food delivery. The liability to pay the taxes for food delivery services, and it's at 5%. Till now, Zomato and Swiggy have been holding a view that the delivery part of that, for that delivery part of that, they are also a platform, and the service providers, the gig workers who are out there providing the service of delivery, are also are providing the service directly to the customers. And given that the liability to pay the taxes on the gig workers or the service providers, the service, given that most of them are small and below the threshold limit of 20 lakhs, no liability comes into play today. This stand has been disputed in the past by the GST department, who feels that for whatever reasons that these e-commerce operators are in themselves providing the delivery services to the customers. Without going into that dispute, so no GST was being paid on the delivery fee which these e-commerce operators were charging. So from now onwards, what that has been done is that any delivery of goods, which would be termed as a local delivery services, and the government has not come out with a clear definition as yet, but local delivery services, which we assume would be either within an intracity or within a particular kilometer, and there may be a combination of all that when the definition finally comes out. But that will be the service of delivery which would be provided by these e-commerce operators. And the liability is now being shifted to the e-commerce operator for the delivery part also. And hence an 18% levy will come on that. So there'll be two components as things, if the current business model continues, 5% on the food being delivered and 18% on the delivery services. That's the difference which will come going forward.
Agreed. So one thing is for sure, the food delivery business is getting even more expensive. Mr. Sapra, good afternoon. What will be the financial burden on these food delivery platforms now that they'll have to bear both the 5% on food and the 18% on delivery? And also another angle, another tangent to this is how will this change affect the logistics or let's say, for example, the truck operators or the logistics department who were handling this before?
Yeah, so the cost would definitely go up if an 18% tax is levied on a delivery fee. Uh, but then the other fast, quick service delivery operators like Zepto and Blinkit are charging 18% on the delivery services on a very different model, and that's being done. So there would be some change in the business models or some change in how the tax is being collected, but this will equally impact trucks and three-wheeler truck type operators or two-wheeler operators delivering other goods apart from the food delivery. So local delivery will include all those things, and trucks will also get included if these are being delivered over the platform. So and there are a number of those platforms who
Correct.
deliver stuff intracity.
Okay.
Uh, there was no tax on them effectively till today,
Okay.
except in the B2B space. That will go to an 18%, and that's a huge tax.
Correct.
If the supply is not through an e-commerce operator, it may still continue to be outside the purview of tax.
Got it.
So some
Mr.
form of a
Sapra, sorry for
dichotomy.
apologies for interrupting you. We just have a little paucity of time. Just want to understand if any of this is going to be retrospective in nature.
It's not going to be retrospective in nature.
Okay.
That's what has come out of
Okay.
the documents which are there in the
Okay,
public.
perfect, sir. Got it. Thank you so much for your time today, Mr. Sapra. Really appreciate you joining us and explaining this to us in greater detail what the impact of this 18% GST on service delivery providers could be. Thanks once again.
Thank you.